Hi all, today we are covering 2.4, point slope form. You guys will be able to write an equation of a line given its slope and point of the line. So if you recall from Algebra 1, point slope form is y minus y1 equals x minus x1. So point slope form literally gives us the point x1, y1, and the slope m of a line. So, write a equation given a point and the slope. So there's two ways we can write this. We can use point slope form, or what we used the other day, slope intercept form. So we're going to start with point slope form, and then we'll find slope intercept from there. So we have x1, y1, and we have our slope m. So I'm going to just plug it in. Y minus y1, which is 2, equals 3/5 x minus -5 or plus 5. And this is already our point slope form. Pretty easy to get there, right? If it asks you to find your slope intercept form, go ahead and distribute the 3/5 through. You end up getting y minus 2 equals 3/5 x plus 3, because 3/5 times 5 is 3. Solve for y, you add 2 on both sides, and y will equal 3/5 x plus 5. Now if you were to graph this point slope form and you were to graph our slope intercept form, these are the same two lines, just two different ways to write it. Do the same thing for this next one. Plug it in. Y minus a -1 equals m in parentheses x minus 7. Minus a negative becomes a positive. This is now our point slope form. We should find our slope intercept form by distributing. Go ahead and subtract 1 on both sides. We have y equals -3x plus 20. Once again, both of these lines are the same, just one is written in slope intercept and one is written in point slope. Now to write an equation of two given points, this time we are just given the points and no slope. But we can find our slope, and we want to write this in point slope form specifically for both of these problems. So to find the slope, we have our equation. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Label our points. Plug them in. Eight minus 2 over 5 minus 3. We end up getting 6 over 2, or 3 as our slope. Now you can choose either point. Both of these points will be on the line. So we have now y minus 2 equals m, which we found is 3, x minus 3. And this is written in our point slope form. Same thing here. Go ahead and find your slope. (10) minus a -2 over 2 minus 5. We have 12 over -3. So our slope m equals -4. Plug it in to find point slope form. Y minus a -2 equals m -4. X minus 5. And that is it. If you wanted, you could also write this into slope-intercept form by distributing once again. But this is slope-intercept, not point-slope. So Math Excel would not take that. Make sure if it's asking for point slope, you plug it in like this. 2 more problems. We need to write equations of parallel and perpendicular lines. So what is the equation in slope-intercept form? So this is y equals mx plus b form. We will go through point slope though to be able to find it. So if we want a slope parallel, lines, these have the same slope. So in this case, our slope is 6. That means our parallel line will also have a slope of 6. Okay, then we have x1 and y1. So we can plug it into our point slope form. Y minus a -3 equals 6. X minus 1. Minus a negative becomes a positive. We are finding slope-intercept, not point slope, so we can't stop here. We should distribute, so we get 6x minus 6. Subtract 3 on both sides. So y is going to equal 6x minus 9, and that is in slope-intercept form, exactly how we want it to be. Okay? Lastly, we have perpendicular lines. This is where they cross at 90 degrees. And the slope of perpendicular lines are negative reciprocals. So, for example, we have y equals 1/2 x plus 3. The opposite reciprocal slope to this would be y equals -2x plus 5. Opposite reciprocal means it changes sign and it flips the fraction. So, we are finding the perpendicular line to this line through a point. We know our new slope must be perpendicular, so opposite sign, positive, and then the reciprocal of 4/1 is 1/4. So our new slope is 1/4. I'm going to show you how you can use slope-intercept form to solve for your y-intercept. So we have y equals mx plus b. Instead of using point slope form, we're just going to use this. We have an x, we have a y, we have an m. Plug it in. 5 equals 8 times 1/4 plus b. Solve for b. So b is going to equal 3. Now just plug m and b into our equation. Y equals 1/4 x plus 3, and you are done. So you can choose if you'd like to do what we did for part A, or if you'd like to do what you did for part B to solve for slope-intercept form. That is all for today. Have a great night.